Hey, what's up guys, John here. The CEO of Boeing has just stepped down.
Breaking news from Boeing. CEO Dave Calhoun will step down at the end of this year.
After 5 years of crisis and groundings involving two MAX 8 crashes that killed 346 people, the MAX 9 door plug blowout.
CEO Dave Calhoun will now depart by year's end.
The world's largest aerospace company, responsible for producing jetliners for some of the biggest airlines globally, is going through a period of massive disruption that everyone needs to follow, because this story is going to change travel as we know it. For example, alongside Calhoun, the company has announced a massive shakeup that will lead to either the resignation or eventual departure of several of its key leaders. Now, what many people don't realize are there are laws already now set that's going to change everything that we know about travel. It's going to change everything about Boeing. It's going to change everything about America. And in this video, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you the facts and show you exactly what's coming to help you and position you for what I believe is going to be a very different world, to say the very least, a more expensive world, a world which people need to prepare for based on true data. And that's what I'm going to provide for you in this video. Please hit the like button, YouTube will share this content, educate more people about what's really going on in the US and world economy. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself for what I believe is going to be a massive rug pull on the U.S. economy, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item in a credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free strategy session for tomorrow, for Wednesday. Take a look at this. So, Boeing is now at risk of a Moody's downgrade on cash flow concerns. So they say they're going to terminate 2,000 jobs this year. They say they want to eliminate bureaucracy when hiring 5 times as many in other departments. So what this is going to be in response to is the new laws that are here. Now, this situation is going to impact, these are the major airlines that work only with Boeing. So this came out, about 10 days ago, 11 days ago. And so some of these airliners are, you have Southwest. Southwest Airlines flies only Boeing planes. You have United. United Airlines is a substantial fleet since its airlines carries a range of Boeing aircrafts. In fact, United is the biggest operator of Boeing aircrafts in the world. So the public alarm regarding the safety of Boeing Airlines, United Airlines has been put in a difficult situation. You have Alaska. Alaska Airlines operates many Boeing aircrafts. While its fleet is comprised of around 300 planes, more than 20% of its fleet is the Boeing 737 MAX. Alaska is a relatively young fleet, so this means that Boeing planes should be in good shape, but one of Alaska's planes had a panel blow out. So the airline has been impacted by Boeing issues. American has a very large fleet. You have these are, I would argue, some of the biggest airline companies in America. And so when you see the impact that's coming, and then you look at the new laws that are now signed in, things will start to make a little bit more sense. So NASA and Boeing revealed a new look for this, green X plane. Now this came out, about 12 days ago, 13 days ago. And this new look for this new plane is going to be the future of travel. But it's not going to be the future for everybody to travel. It's going to be the future for those with means to travel. Because what you're going to start to see is a massive consolidation inside of the aviation space. You're going to see, more than likely, over the next couple of years, many of these airlines being either pushed into bankruptcy or bought and traded. And you're going to start seeing a lot more mergers unfold here. And with these mergers, you're going to come higher prices, right? Supply and demand. If you start to have 1, 2, 3, 4 large key players that are controlling most of the travel, they're going to be able to determine and dictate price. And so what's more, the X plane is likely to be evolved into a version X66A program. In case you're wondering, X-planes are an experimental aircraft used to test new technologies and concepts to revolutionize aviation. Now, the aerospace giants have unveiled their aircraft and appear to pay homage to the McDonnell Douglas MD-90. The net zero goal is one shared by many countries to tackle climate. Aviation accounts for roughly 2.5% of this, right? So, when you see this, and then you realize that this agreement's already signed, it's legally binding, right? It's entered in, this is roughly 8 years ago. 195 parties, 194 states, plus European Union have joined this. And so what this means is this brings all nations into common cause to undertake this ambitious effort to combat this. And so this scenario, when you start to really look at this, for example, CNBC said, I asked if it's going to get more expensive to travel in the future. And what they said was that global airfares are expected to rise between 3 to 7% next year as airlines grapple with high cost and sustainability changes and fleet upgrades. So when you start to look at what's going on with Boeing, they're upgrading everything. They're going to be changing everything. And it's going to be in large part due to these changes, these sustainability changes that are already now in play. So they already have to hit certain benchmarks. Each year, they have to move more and more and more into this direction. And so if you look at this, I mean, look, 1 month ago, could people ever embrace a ban on flying? This came out 1 month ago. Last year, could France's ban on short-haul flights spread to the U.S.? Travel, as we know it, could be on the brink of extinction in 16 years, right? And this is the Independent. So you start looking at all these different outlets, and they're all saying, the same thing. It's all about reducing this. And so when you see the largest aerospace company in the world going through a massive overhaul, you have to understand why. Why are they going through this overhaul? It's because everything is going to change. It's not like they're just removing a CEO and that's the end of it. They're going to put in some other, CEO to, fix, what's broken. No. Everything at Boeing is going to change. Everything in America and the world is going to change when it comes to travel. I mean, it's going to be really, really big. So, for example, when you said right here, it says, will this play right here? So sustainability changes. Right here it says, how can, what would these look like to travel? Labeling, right? Displaying a trip's footprint not only helps travelers make better decisions about how we travel, it helps travel companies reduce their emissions. Much Better Adventures is now working towards having its carbon footprint to 17 kg per person per night across its trips, right? It came out, a few months ago. And so when they talk about these principles, you have to remember this is what is all going to be changing. And it's already changing, for example, in Canada. In Canada, they are hiking their pricing on this. This is happening next week. 23%, right? 23%. So my prediction is we're going to start to see, this is on delta.com, right? This is on delta.com. They say that they are committed to this. We're committed to this by, the next 26 years, our mission is to join arms to create a better world. As the industry works to reach its sustainability goals, the goals aviation industry is hard to abate sector, meaning it is innately difficult to decarbonize. We expect our path towards achieving the ambitious goals will include revolutionizing our fleet, hence Boeing, the largest aerospace company, investing in sustainable aviation fuel and creating operational improvements. This is exactly what Boeing is doing right now, saying they're going to hire 5 times more in many departments. They're going to be changing their operations. And technological innovation, partnerships, coalitions with us to help us achieve their goals. Our work doesn't stop there. We've also committed to minimizing waste across travel journeys, electrifying our ground service vehicles, encouraging our suppliers to set this, right? When they say encouraging their suppliers, they're going to be rewarding those that do, and those that don't will likely get left behind, right? So you're going to start seeing all of these changes starting now, right now, not something out into the future. You're seeing it happen right now. Our goal is to replace 10% of our jet fuel in the next 6 years, next 5.5 years. We have also started, and that's not just, they just buy different fuel. No. They have to change the engines. They're going to change everything about these aircrafts. And so when you see this situation and you understand what this is going to look like, travel costs are going to be going up. I can promise you. It's going to get more expensive to travel in America and internationally. So if you are used to these really cheap flights where you can fly from JFK to LA on Skiplagged or one of these discount apps for $200 one way or $250 one way, that's going to change when Spirit Airlines and some of these discount providers start getting acquired or go under, right? That's what's going to happen. And there's going to be a situation where I believe we're going to see those prices go up 5x, 10x very soon. Not next year, the year after, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 7 years from now. Prices are going to continue to get more and more and more expensive, right? They're going to make you, for example, in Canada, they're going to make you, recognize this, right? So just take this into consideration. If you're a business owner, if you are an employee at a company, make sure you're with, the right company. Make sure you're in the right industry. Make sure you're positioning yourself for a more expensive world because without doubt, that is what we are entering. We're walking into the great wealth transfer. That's what we're walking into. Started in 2020, been ramping up gradually. 2024, the wheels are going to get off the ground. In 2025 to, the next 5-10 years, it's just going to start to get out of control. So put yourself in a really, really strong position. In America, we've been kind of conditioned to believe that $100,000 is a great income. Now, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it 100% was a great income. We were told that if you had a $100,000 income, you could travel when you wanted, buy that beautiful home, you could eat really well, get the nice car, maybe get a second car, you could do everything. Now $100,000, that it's not even the middle class in many markets in America. What do you think about this entire situation? What do you think about Boeing? This CEO, you think this is the story? Or do you think there's something much, much, much bigger in the works for travel? Let's have a conversation about this in the comment section below. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself for funding, maybe you're thinking of buying a business, maybe you're thinking about expanding a business, getting a work truck, investing in distressed real estate. If you intend to get access to money, you intend to, apply for a loan, make sure you have the best credit score possible. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any issue at all in your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com, click the link in the description just below this video, schedule a free strategy session for tomorrow, and I'll catch you next video.